called them up, so that's how we ended up with them here. Turn it up. I can talk. All right, I want to welcome everybody to the first annual, Naughty or Nice Christmas party, brought to you by Bricks in Northville, with our title sponsor, but I'm not sure what they bought us, Tommy Tree from Tommy Tree Company, Jeff Voss from the Good Main Street Bank this time around, all new, all better. Although this is the brainchild of Tommy and Jeff, if you can believe that. I would also like this time to share some thoughts and feelings about our great little town that we have here and the crew of the boys that make this the place we all want to be. So I was thinking the best way to celebrate the holiday season would be to share a little something about the past year and some funny stuff about these freaks. To toast our friendships and to forge stronger bonds by busting a few balls. It would be very easy to sit up here and rip on our friends, so let's get right to it. Hold on. Turn it up. Up.
You're good.
Dude, I can't compete with women.
What did you say about anal?
I can't compete with women. Go shut them up, Subu. It's your place. First, I'd like to go over the list of things I wasn't allowed to say. I needed help carrying it in from the car, so I left it there. We're just going to get this out of the way. So me and Boss and Tommy, we were sitting down together to have a little brainstorming session. Hey girls, you're going to miss the show.
Hey, shut up and talk.
Thanks, Jeff. So me and Boss and Tommy go sit down together and have a little brainstorming session about the night and how it was going to go. They wanted to have a Christmas party. They wanted, we tried to have, our last holiday party was Cinco de Mayo, but we forgot that all the Mexicans worked for Jack and Subu. No one showed up for work that day. So we wanted a sort of a sponsorship program as celebrity guest hosts. To get to know them a little better, at least for the 20-minute window you get with Tommy between the time he says hello to every person in the bar and the time he gets multiple sclerosis drunk and starts yelling the word pussy across the bar the entire night. So we needed to get some event that would help business build their name in the community, kind of bring, more business to Tommy. And I got to thinking, why don't you return a fucking voicemail? There's like 80 pieces of new business on your answering machine. You didn't need to have a Christmas party to drag us all out here. And listen to the MILF Club discussion about breast milk. Boss. Where's Boss?
Science stage.
No kidding. Boss is recording. I forgot. Regular old Thursday night at Bricks. Talk about a tough guy to roast. He's got a beautiful wife, couple cute kids, dresses nice, smells good, perfect white boy credit. He carries around an embarrassing high sausage golf handicap. He's got as much street cred as Mr. Rogers, but do not let the smooth looks fool you. I remember the time we were playing golf. We got to the clubhouse. He got to the clubhouse. He left the clubhouse without getting his shoes polished. Very nice. Crazy. But he's a solid guy. If he'd give you the shirt out of his perfectly ironed golf shirt off his back, if it wasn't from Meadowbrook or Pebble Beach. When we used to do mortgage deals together, he'd get you done. Stated income, stated credit, or you could just promise to pay it back. They didn't care. I know he eats the finest food, drinks the finest wines, and plays the best golf courses. Hangs out with lions. That's right, we are all jealous, so screw him. Let's talk about this crew. Lovely, successful group of good-looking guys. Their love and thirst for good time has befriended them many a young lady. I'm sure most of you are friends on Facebook, and when your people that you may know section of your Facebook looks like an Amber Alert. The hot chicks start popping up, and they all have 2 or 3 mutual friends, and you know exactly who they are. You first say, wow, that girl, she looks beautiful. She could be a model. Then you're like, wait a minute, she's standing in front of a bank of lockers. Then you're like, is that girl in high school? And then you look closer, you're like, wait a minute, those are the lockers in the changing room at the flight club. I keep telling them they're eventually going to have to sleep with 30-year-olds, so they might as well get started now. They really count on Tommy teaching them about the past, like growing up in Northville when the bush was hip to hip, Genetti's was just a butcher shop, and the landfill on 6 Mile was a 100-foot deep hole. Things they possibly could not understand. I see Stenson's here tonight. Stenson with his lovely date. Hi there, sweetheart. You're not allergic to duct tape, are you? Okay. I see my... Where's Eli? Eli's here. Eli, yeah. Now, it is really hard to embarrass Eli in front of a date, mostly because he doesn't ever have one. Seriously, no offense, Asian Mike. Eli, we told you 1,000 times you have to book the good ones in advance during the Christmas season. But what he does have with him is the bear. He's the big tipper with the big lipper. You can't miss him. The one with the beer in one hand and the slop buck in the other. Come on, Eli, seriously, there's not enough info out on dip yet. We can't give that up. It says right on the tin that it may cause mouth cancer, may cause gum disease and tooth loss. But what it doesn't tell you is it cures vaginal wetness within any girl within 50 feet of you. Now, I'm talking to Subu on the phone about this roast, and he's shitting his pants like anybody really gives a shit about what he does in his private life. I told him to chill out. I said, I'm going to make you look cute on Thursday. You'll get laid for sure. So then, in the background, I hear Eli going, hey, I want to get laid too. Help me get laid, goddammit. To which I respond, I'm doing a toast and a roast, not carrying the fucking commandments down Mount Sinai. Is that the first time anybody said fucking and commandments in the same sentence? I'll look that up. What can I say about Subu? Okay, wait. Here's all the things I'm not supposed to say. Not supposed to talk about his weight. Not supposed to talk about sweating. Not talk about the silly hats. But I will tell you this. I was watching the Victoria's Secret fashion show with him, Jack, and Eli. It was a little awkward sitting in the room. We got a little weird when he started bidding on game-used G-strings on eBay. As a group, this group, they like to tease Subu. They tell him he only gets hot chicks because he owns a bar. Fair. So I tell them, get yourself a bar. Well, there we go. Yeah. Okay. As I said, this would be a roast and a toast this evening, but this one's a little off the charts. You know anything about our clan, you know what I'm talking about. I want to take a quick toast to make a toast to our friend who 364 days out of the year takes a beating from us and also himself day in, day out. But yet he managed to square some shit away and is on his way back to the top of the world. He is the reason monks drink brandy. He is the reason the priest has a barf bucket in the confessional. I'm talking about my friend, my barber, Monsignor Jeffrey Frederick Wicklander, the real Northville barber. Where is he tonight? Pussy. You tell him I said that. I've known these guys for a while, but this is the year I got to know most of these guys best. Little Anthony Gargaro. I knew the kid back when he was 17, and now he looks like he dates girls that are 17. Speaking of girls that look 17, where's Billy Count? Billy Count. Welcome, doing it up. Our friend, Asian Mike. We call him Asian because he's Asian. We got Mason. We call him Spots because he's a dry cleaner. Doug the Fixer fixes stuff. We keep our nicknames very easy to figure out because none of us remember shit. We have Smiling Ryan Cooper. Who wouldn't be smiling? He's really tall, good looking, he gets to lean on dudes all day. But I would be remiss if I didn't mention the two beauties that first caught my eye and drew me into this group. You know what I mean. Yep, John and my soon-to-be personal stylist, Jack Kelly. Once I was convinced they weren't dating, it was awesome to hang out with them. Come on, seriously, two good-looking guys. Their trucks are always neat and clean. They got hot chicks around that never look threatened. You see what I mean, right? John. When we hang out, he always looks like the kid you knew in college that had a serious girlfriend at another college and was never allowed to have any fun when she wasn't visiting. Anyway, we all fell right into it, texting, having lunch, snapping funny stuff back to each other, long walks on the beach. It's really one of my favorite bromances. Just like most great things that come to an end. He meets a nice girl, Jen. She's cool. She can hang. Good for Jack. Good for Jack, seriously. He deserves it. He had a rough one. But we tried to warn him. I always kept telling him, I said, the only thing worse than marrying a girl from Canton is meeting her at a bar in Novi. That's a freak show. That is a freak show. And now it comes to Tommy. We really do need to wrap this up because I'm being told he has 22 minutes left on his time-release Cialis. He was all excited to let everyone shred his ass tonight. He wanted no holds barred. He wanted to make it hurt, he said. But I have to say, he does a pretty good job of that on his own. I mean, he's a stone cold legend in town. When he goes, they will have a statue made of him and lay it down in the park. Sure, he likes to tan. We've all seen him with his shirt off. He works outside all the time. Such a big heart. Such a giver. Such a giver. Sponsors teams at the high school, local travel teams, supports the Main Street League whenever he can. He also donated the skin on his face to help make baseball gloves for underprivileged kids in Detroit. He's part Casino Indian, so he's literally native to Northville on so many levels. It's nice because when we take him to Windsor, we don't have to wait at the border crossings. But he is the best, and we will always love him. I hope I didn't piss anybody off too bad. It's all done out of love. I do, from the bottom of my heart, want to thank all of you on behalf of Subu, Boss, and Tommy Tree. The people we've mentioned up here, and even the ones I didn't mention, we love you all. We don't look at the people in this bar as customers. We look at you as part of a place that we all love to be, and with the people we love to be with. I've been here for 39 years and hope for 39 more. I hope you all come with us. Don't let it fool you. This is what the holidays are about. Now raise your glass and toast to good friends. Merry Christmas on 3. 1, 2, 3. Merry Christmas. Thank you, everybody.